as we got on any and every notification that we have. What we got here? Who's popping up?
Okay,
Okay, come
we
through.
are now live on
Good.
Instagram. Okay,
Got it. Now we're with
there you
that.
go.
With it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dolphins Fantasy Football League, it's
Yeah,
your man,
I'm
Tony
good.
D, aka the Random Multi Broadcast. I got Five Man Rich from the Morning Coffee on Twitch, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 05:30 and or 06 a.m. Here in the house, also got Michael George Bathurst with me. He's all over the place, just like I am. Gentlemen, how are you all doing?
First
And
of
again,
I'm so
all, how are you, Tony? Because I was worried.
I'm fine. Last weekend was pretty good. My mother retired, so I had to go up there and go see her for that. So,
congratulations to your mother.
yeah, thank you, thank you. So, some people I have not seen in decades.
Let her know retirement is fantastic.
Oh, that's a whole nother man. Listen, we already there was like she said she's gonna settle down. We was all like, yeah, right. My mother's a busybody, but it was fun. Congratulations to my mother.
Is she
Definitely
with somebody right now? Does she have like and I like a significant other?
nobody is more significant than these hands on their faces. I'm a little
Well,
stingy.
well, well. I think your mother would want you to be happy in your old age.
She would want me to be, and I want her to be happy too.
Yeah.
I haven't
So she
approved of
met the
anybody
right
else.
guy.
Um, okay, let me go ahead and throw
Ooh,
this
that's
public service
intense.
announcement. What's going
That's
on, man?
intense. Oh, gee. What
Already,
a way to start it.
Killer 7750. How you doing?
Yes.
As far as her being involved with anybody, I don't know. I'm going to be critical. I'm going to be a bit of a mess because that is my mother. So,
Right, there's a lot of great people.
Coachy is in the house. Coachy, I appreciate you popping
Good to
in.
see you,
Coachy!
sir. Not ever on my broadcast. You should say hi sometime, Coachy.
He barely says hi on anybody's broadcast, and I'm around him all the time. I am. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl 58. San Francisco 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs. Quite frankly, pick who you like, go for yours, all of that. I'm taking the 49ers. Mike, don't ask me
Okay.
about the point spread. I'm not going to give you no points. I don't even know how to pick it properly. I'm just taking the 49ers. Let's be clear.
Okay.
Both sides can beat each other. Let's be clear.
Okay.
Both sides can beat each other. The biggest thing I can say is you can expect a high scoring game, but we all know that gets crazy. We all know it may be a low scoring game based on both defenses doing properly, but we all know that goes crazy. And God knows we don't know what's going to happen with the calls, with
Yeah.
the flags, with the replays.
Do we, because it is your broadcast today,
Go.
do we have any restrictions on the topics we can talk about in the NFL today?
I'll
Because
be
that
honest with you, and I appreciate you asking me that. I
yeah.
don't have my normal rundown for today. The floor can
Okay.
be pretty much open to you and Rich with no problem. A lot of my complications from the previous, well, during the season, because I had a format and I was going to do everything afterwards.
Yeah.
We're big on what's going on, what the stats are, what's in the news, and I do appreciate it, honestly.
Yeah.
Today, I have not much. Go for it.
Okay. Well, if I can ask you both some questions. I've been watching as much as I can till the point I don't want to watch it anymore. They
Tina, how you
call it
doing?
Radio Row. Do you
Uh-huh.
know what that is in Vegas?
Negative.
It's all the smaller broadcasters that are
Yeah, I heard about
ra-
that. Go,
on
go.
radio stations.
I heard
I
that on the replay. Yep.
I want the goal for us to be there sometime in the
Yes.
future. Now
Yes.
it's not glorious, guys. I'm telling you right now. They give you a table. You
Listen,
bring your microphones. You have
Mike,
an internet connection,
I want to
but
throw this out there.
okay.
We can do it from our hotel rooms overlooking the city. Get
Oh
us
my God, that means I have to fly. I have to go to wherever the
Well,
Super Bowl.
wherever it is,
Oh my God, that's a
Rich,
trip.
if
wherever.
you don't go, one of us could make it and we could still do it. I would love to be. I was out there for the Super Bowl
Boy,
in
that is
2016
something.
Yeah.
for my job. My job had us out there, and actually the timing just worked out perfect. I don't think it was manipulated or set up or anything, but I was out there and I was staying off the strip. But I would love to be in Vegas for the Super Bowl and do a broadcast. That would be
Yes.
phenomenal for
Okay.
me. Mike, I'm with you on that 100%.
Well,
Please
here's
keep
the
going.
thing. We know how shy all of us are in this room. We're very shy people. And if we saw major stars walking by, we would be, "Hey, do you got a minute? Do you want to talk about bounty quicker picker upper, because all of them, the only reason they're there is they're promoting some product. And right now, the big thing is paper towel. They're all going, listen, you got chicken wings. You're going to
You know
need
how many
bounty.
plugs I would do, or how much
Oh.
I would do how much advertising I would do if we was down there? It would be bananas.
But how many people can you meet? That's a great thing. And they're all walking around.
Yeah,
You give me 6 good hours, I'll meet as many people as possible.
Well, no, here's the sad thing, buddy. It's 5 days.
I can do that. I can do that.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't work, so I'm retired. I could be there for 5.
It's 5 days. So most of them, the first 2 days, they have a blast. They're having the time of their life. And the third day, they're broadcasting. And I've seen guys, and they're like, hi, how are you?
I mean, you'll get exhausted, but the biggest thing, and for me, I can be a people person. I love the interaction.
Yeah.
You give me 5 good hours a day, because people are going to need more time afterwards. What we got here? Yeah, that's from Rich.
I like that. Talk.
Hey,
Stop
hey,
talking
everyone.
and just do it.
Hey, Helen, how you doing?
Hi,
What's
Helen.
what's that cost though? To how do you get one of those tables and stuff?
Well,
like
you
that?
can be invited.
Don't you have to be a press corps member or something like that? Part of a association?
No, you have to be social media. So they had so many. It used to be. You're right. Back in the day, you had to be someone who was an influencer, but through radio. Where now, if you're an influencer, I'm not saying this is going to happen next year, but it could happen the year after, that we have enough followers that we could do it. And I saw the people that are there, and I looked at their profiles, some of them, and I'm like, we're not that far off. If any characters could do it, and it's not glamorous, guys. It's a table, and it's loud.
That's the background. That background would be my biggest issue. What's the location and how much the background interfere with the broadcast? But you want that atmosphere. You want that environment. People like being at the spot or being in the location.
Yeah.
I think we can do that very well.
Yeah, but
that's bringing your own equipment and all that and stuff like that, and setting up on the table.
I think you can rent equipment. You can supply. They will supply equipment, but you're going to pay then.
That means I'm bringing my own.
Yeah, that what they're going to do is give you high speed internet. That's what they're going to give you direct.
Yeah. Well, that's all you really need, really, as far as that would be.
We get the high speed internet. I think they got Wi-Fi out there, and also most people have enough Wi-Fi on their devices, or there's a signal strong enough in that location for us to be able to do it. I think it's possible, and I would love that opportunity. That would be fun.
I think part of the dream, even if it takes 3 years, 7 years, just keep trying. You know what I mean? How many people, whatever their dream has been, look like an overnight success, and it took 12 years. So as long as you have passion at doing something, and it doesn't necessarily have to be football, it can be anything.
We have passion. That's not even a question.
Yes. Yeah. But I think with your personality, Tony, especially you would be able to talk to anybody. And they would be like, who is he? I don't know, but I like him.
Oh, I will have a ball.
You would have a ball. Your problem would be, Mike, I'm going to make it. I'll be there. Well, now, I know we have 6 hours of programming today. I think I can do 1 hour because I was in this suite with these 4 players, and I can't move.
Do you know where the next Super Bowl is going to be at?
I have no idea.
It's going to be at New Orleans.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, after this one.
I know.
I think some people, though.
No, Debbie, no, Debbie, no.
I missed that. It was too quick. It was too quick for me. I can see it on the side.
No, I got them all. Honestly, that would be golden. And like I said, I've been out there before. I was off the strip. During the week prior, people are coming into town. The interactions normally fun. One thing I did learn, even with opposing teams, people are going to talk junk, but it's very lighthearted. It's not as personal in most locations. It is best to have it at a neutral location than somewhere's home field, if you will, because of some of the radical fans, if you will.
I have a different avenue. Let's say that you blow up. We're going to use you. Let's say that you blow up. you become, I don't know, you get 100,000 followers in 3 years, doing whatever you're doing, and then
Long way to go. 'Cause I'm gonna check
they
out.
will pursue you, these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of little outlets, and then you could just go to the places you wanted to go, and you could speak your truth for your
Hey,
10 15 minutes.
Mobile studio right here. Mobile studio.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, Mike? I actually had it. Say this blows up. We would rotate cities every broadcast. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Change the cities, change the locations, go into games. That would be fun.
She says I'm giving you unrealistic goals. What's realistic? Did you know at one point that Stephen A was literally starving and
That's
couldn't find employment? And now it didn't happen overnight.
No, it
And
didn't. What he did,
and
he stayed with it. Brian
yeah,
is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen,
Brian, how are you, buddy?
Brian, good morning, sir.
Hello.
Your screen's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No,
Hold on a second.
There it goes. You're moving now. You're
it's
moving.
a little choppy, but it's
Yeah.
So, what I've noticed, Tony, which is really strange, is when I'm on YouTube live,
Mhm.
if I go on portrait, I get triple the amount of people in the room that I do when I'm on portrait. Sorry, and on landscape. So when I have it on portrait,
Hey, Jackie, thank you for coming.
I'll have 36 people in the room, and that was yesterday, but only on. So I did an experiment. I went right on after, and it was less than half with the way.
Landscape.
So they're doing something. They must be
I
putting
think
you.
on portrait being the future of the broadcasting platforms, and that was what Hats was showing us, but we didn't want to accept it.
one thing I've noticed, just as a footnote
I
here.
like how you're putting them up there for like 3 seconds.
A footnote, Michael. I
Yes.
think there's more bots and trolls on, so you got to be careful. Especially, I make it a point to vet anybody that comes into my broadcast, and I have those first-time chatters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if they're nice, it's okay. I got a couple people from Oregon and all that and stuff like that. But YouTube, that's one of the reasons I guess I'm on Twitch. I love Twitch. Twitch is I love broadcasting on it. I've got some good people that come into the broadcast. Great people in the chat room. Helen's one of them, and she's lighting up the chat now. So,
She has her moments.
no, she's getting ready just to give her a highlight. She's we're talking about something that she's actually going to do at an upcoming musical festival, a big arts festival, one of the largest in the world. There, she's been prepping with. So she's one that has experience, so I can understand her.
She has very strong experience.
She has concerns, and it's good to think about it, Helen, and yourself. If it doesn't pan through, it doesn't. We know it takes professional, and you're probably more of a professional than because you do your radio show and stuff. But it should be that would be interesting. That would give me motivated. Something to work on and stuff like that. You never know.
You never know. Let's put it out there. I just want to do a little shout out for Jackie. Jackie is someone that I follow through Twitter Spaces.
Hi, Jackie.
And
Jackie.
she has been kind enough to be in here. Like she asked me the other day, she said, "Why are you doing football?" And I said, "I'm going to do football, but in a very spiritual way. I'm going to bridge the two."
And you do that.
And I do. And I've had steadily now an audience who enjoy that. You're going to have another audience that hate
there's
it.
Laura's here. Thank you, Laura.
This is why you share it out, ladies and gentlemen, because when the people who follow the co-hosts, your guest hosts, people that support you, when they come along, it spreads the love. So actually, I want to thank each and everybody up here who came in following the fellas up here. Thank y'all for being here. This is going to be kind of lighthearted compared to how we normally do it, but I appreciate everybody being here. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mike. Please keep going.
No, it's good. It's good. And I love that we're interacting with the crowd, which is good. Or the cheap seats.
The cheap seats.
Yeah, it's the cheap seats. It's the
Nosebleed.
The nosebleed. I had several individuals yesterday that were from Texas who were quite wild, and you were the first person I thought of. They're in the chat, and they were colorful with their speech. Let's put it this way, and very expressive, to the point where I could not put the comments in. And that's what I love about this. We can pick and choose what comes up.
That's what I do with Restream. I was trying to tell
Yeah.
somebody else that they have to get to this level, though, just like I have to get to certain levels of other people. But I'm getting there.
So, Jackie, what made your mindset change there? Because I think you can take anything that you enjoy and put a different spin on it.
Absolutely.
Like I look at anybody from Texas now completely different now that I know Brian. Right? Like I used to have this different view.
Mike,
what?
Stick to football.
No, I am. I am. He gave me hope that there was going to be a great team, and there was this year.
Almost making you a Texans fan there, right?
Rich, do something with him. Rich, do something with him.
No, but do you think we're going to be able to keep Nico Collins, and are we going to be able Tank
Dell?
Yeah.
Why would they leave? Honest question. Why would they leave?
None of the guys want to leave now.
No.
Well, I mean,
they're going to get
money is a great motivator.
They will have contract extensions over this season alone.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of contract extensions. Absolutely. Like John Weeks, who's like the deep snapper for the special teams, he just resigned. Yeah. John Weeks is pretty much the OG of the Texans, like the last of them that, like from 2005.
What's his name?
John Weeks.
I don't remember him. Yeah,
but he's always been the deep snapper for the Texans.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So if you had to, and this is kind of a wide spectrum thing, but Brian, if you knew that Tony was in Vegas, at a small table by himself,
he would show up.
Trying to get people to broadcast with him. He's talking to strangers, asking them about their experiences. Would you go there and help him be more festive?
Yes.
Would you show him how to enjoy the landscape of that world?
Pause.
Yes.
We would be drunk.
That too.
Half of the day. If there's 24 hours in the day, 12 of those hours we will be drunk.
Yeah, I'll be drinking my Godfather's, Rusty Nails, Old Fashions, and Tony will be drinking what Tony drinks. His peach, if they have it. If they have it.
Oh,
but
Ryan, I'm glad you said that. In the event that I don't have peach, I might have this one.
Oh, Blackberry now.
Now, is that a higher end, Tony?
No, it's just the newest one. And
it's newest one. Okay.
Let me throw this out there. I don't recommend it.
Oh, no, really?
It's not good, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert. I am also the random multi-broadcaster. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. Crown Royal came out with a new flavor. It's called Blackberry. It wasn't supposed to be out to the summer from what I saw. And I got the word a few days ago that it was in the store. Mm-hmm. So what did I do? I went to go get a bottle. I said, okay, it's new. The biggest thing is I'm trying to see what's new out there, what's worthy, what has a little bit of a taste to it, what's my preference. Ran out there to get that bottle. Took a sip. This is my opinion, my judgment, only my opinion, only my judgment. There are brands out there, there are flavors out there. A lot of people deal with it, don't deal with it. This one, the taste doesn't take over the alcohol. If you've had peach, you'll taste the peach. If you had apple, you'll have that. You'll taste the apple. If you had maple, you'll taste the maple. This one, you can't necessarily, entirely, totally, truly taste the blackberry. That's my only problem with it.
What is your top three? So if you were to have a sponsor, that would be one of your sponsors you want.
I would love for Crown Royal because I've been talking about them more than anything. I've been talking about them during my broadcast because it's my preference.
We got a designated driver.
Oh, good.
If this happens, Mrs. is coming. I can get drunk with you and Brian.
Dude, if she shows up,
they say the traffic in Vegas is awful right now.
It would be and
awful.
I was actually staying not too far from the strip. The strip is already a little bit bananas at night. Right now, with these festivities going on, it's pretty huge. But back to what I was saying. I've been talking about Crown, just throwing it out there because it's my preference. I would love if they sponsor me. My favorite flavors?
Yes.
The regulars already a given. I had a lot of the XR, the XP. I had Crown Black. I've had the apple. Everybody knows I used to drink
Right.
apple. When I started live streaming with everybody, I went to the peach.
Love the peach. The peach. I still have a little bit of it. I still have that double shot still left in the bottle there.
I believe. And I had the golden apple. The golden apple is actually excellent. It's just expensive. The golden apple is expensive, but I did get that for myself for the holidays. I prefer the peach, the apple, the golden apple. Those would be my preferences. I don't like the rye. I don't like the vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
I do not choose the salted caramel, and I wouldn't take the black. I could drink the blackberry, but it's not what I thought it was. And the maple is very strong. That maple has a very strong aroma.
What about it straight up, the original?
I've had it straight. We did that already. I did that when I was young.
Yes, I've only tried the peach. I knew some people back in my days there that up there at Hanscom Air Force Base, Staff Sergeant Seeley, who was NCOIC of the alarm room back in the day. One of us came into the casual bar, he was always give Dan a Crown Royal. He was top shelf.
Right. Yeah, that's the expensive one. That's the top of the line.
The Crown. Yeah.
That bottle's $250.
So, is that all marketing?
Sorry,
it's the bad phone. It's the bad phone. It's Robin calling.
It may be the marketing, but I got to okay, wait. Let's get back to football. See, every time I do this with you, I got to get back to football.
Well, we're all about football here.
We're all about football. We're gonna bring.
You're telling me football players don't enjoy the taste,
Mike,
of
the
Crown
game.
Royal?
Mike, the game. Go to the game.
We got lots of time for the game. Can I ask you a couple questions? Is that okay? And it won't be about alcohol, or Vegas, or who's going to be the designated driver. None of those things.
Being that this is going to be more of a roundtable conversation, go ahead.
Okay.
Wait,
and
designated driver? Why do we need a designated driver?
Brian, let him finish.
Brian, stay out of it. You're not married. You don't understand.
Good
Okay,
point.
so you're out of your element, Brian. You're out of your element. Trust me. Okay. Free agents.
Yes.
There's all kind.
Let me stop you there. Super Bowl first, damn it. Super Bowl first. Let's go with the Super Bowl.
No, we can talk about it. I'm just curious.
Let's start with that and go afterwards. What is
all right, you go. Can we do a reminder? I'll put it up here. I'll work on that, and you do the first question then. Go for it.
Who are you picking on the game?
For me, it has to be the Chiefs.
Rich?
They're both evenly matched. I think we picked these teams at the beginning of the season. They both had their ups and downs through the league, but we're down to the final two. They're evenly matched. There's close to $23 billion being betted on this game at this time. And I would not bet on this because it's an evenly matched team. And but my gut, and I have to go with it, because, you can say the experience is there on Kansas City side, but you got Mahomes, who's not really that good of a game manager. He's had a couple of close calls in the games where Ron Purdy there, he's Mr. Game Manager. So my gut says San Francisco, so I'm going with San Francisco for the win.
Cool. Brian, who you got?
Let's go with the Bay Area 49ers.
Gotcha.
I mean, I want to see Kyle Shanahan with a ring because he was a former offensive coordinator for the Texans.
Doesn't he have one with them? Or he just went?
He went.
He went. Okay, that's what it was. He was there with Kaepernick, right?
No. That was with Harbaugh. No, the first matchup between the 49ers and the Chiefs a few years back when the Chiefs first won.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to see Kyle Shanahan with a ring.
Go for it. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that way, San Francisco could go from 5 to 6 rings, and then it'd be tied with New England and Pittsburgh.
He's correct.
Yes.
He's absolutely correct. Did you know it's been 30 years since they won?
Yeah, with Steve Young.
30. Yeah, Steve Young has been talking about it all week.
Yeah.
And it's wild that, Mike Shanahan, Kyle's dad, is the one who won last time.
Yeah, it was a Shanahan. That's my fault. Gotcha. All right, Mike, you got to go.
No, just
But also too, The reason why I'm going for the 49ers because I want them to get their sixth championship, so that way I can talk more mad shit to the Cowboy fans.
That's important.
They got 6, y'all got 5.
This has got none now.
Here's a stat. Maybe you guys know or don't know. What individual has more rings than any team?
Tom Brady.
You got it. With 7.
Tom Brady.
Thank you, Jackie. Can I tell you why I believe they have the edge, the Chiefs?
Sure.
Okay. Number 1, experience. Never underestimate Patrick Mahomes. He always finds a way.
We talked about this during the season. All right, go ahead.
Yes. When you think that, I'll never forget, with one leg last year, hopping along, still beating people in races, laughing. He was laughing at one point because it was so bad, and the people behind him were laughing. I don't know what he was saying, but there's pictures of him in full stride. He is far faster than you think he is. Plus, what they call is backyard football with him and Travis.
Mm-hmm.
They make up their own routes, and
I got a question for you. He was faster than people think he is. Was that back when he was 100%? Was that a recent video?
I'm talking about last year when he was hurt.
So last year when he was hurt, he was still faster than most people believed? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay,
and this year, they say he is the best quarterback in knowing how to work the angles. And he is also a mastermind at making you think he's going to throw it and looks like he's going to throw it and then dekes you and goes the other way. He also seems to be able to stay out of harm's way. Go ahead, Fireman Rich.
Well, I'm just going to say the Chiefs, the one thing, they're so evenly matched. The only way the Chiefs going to win this is if they have a running game. If they have a running game, and Andy Reid, I think that's his back pocket because he's looked at what Green Bay did, the previous teams that played against San Francisco. But the thing is that Kansas City has to be watched out is that Purdy, he's been outstanding this year against the blitz. So their number one, who's their number one defense this year? I can't pronounce his name. Spaganoli or whatever it is. They're going to have to be creative because Purdy is number 1 in beating the blitz, and they'll burn Kansas City on that. But
Brian, I apologize, Rich. Brian, you still there?
Yeah.
Pull up that clip Cam Newton told Stephen A and them about Brock Purdy, please, and just throw it in the chat. Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So that's why they're so evenly matched. And the one number factor that's been throughout the season, I should know this more than anything being a Buffalo Bills fan. Whoever starts coughing up the ball, they're going to lose. That's a major thing that every game you looked at this past season, you can always attribute it. Who coughed up the ball, and they ended up losing. This
season, I'll give you that. But previously, I would challenge you because Brady had coughed it up a couple of times and was still winning games.
That's Brady. We can't talk about Brady. This is here and now. As far as this season, you look at the main factor, you look at all the close losses, they came down, and you look at every loss that the Buffalo Bills had, they've coughed up the ball, and these teams are so evenly matched. That's going to be a major factor.
It is. What you got here, Mike?
I've got, these are all the free agents coming up soon. So Chris Jones is going to be on the market soon. If he wins...
Can you magnify that a little bit?
Not really.
And I want to say that because I got this on full screen. It's still kind of tiny.
I can read it to you, though, if you like.
Yeah.
Quick question. Is it like the full first take of Stephen
No,
A?
not the full one. It's only like, I think they asked him about... I was just watching it this morning. I should have saved it. I saw it on Instagram. I agree with what Cam said. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
I've been so shocked at how much interest there is in Kirk Cousins.
Oh, dude, he's a steady quarterback.
It's crazy how many teams are really interested in him.
The Jets should
feel like even though he's 36, I believe.
So, and you know what? Let me be an ass.
Okay, good. You're good at that.
No, that's you. Kirk Cousins is a decent quarterback. He's a decent 500 steady quarterback. I put him along the lines of Alex Smith. We talked about during the season 2. I think the Jets need a steady quarterback, and they'll prosper. Everybody is on them about their quarterback issue. The last decent quarterback that was doing stuff, and we talked about this before, I'm going with Sanchez and Fitzpatrick because they made it work and they made it happen. Everybody else has been faltering.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad. Fitzpatrick only has one good season. Normally he's good for half a season. Sanchez got him to 2 AFC championships, I believe. They made the quarterback system work, but quarterback's not done good with the Jets. And honestly, I think Kirk Cousins will be pretty decent. I'll take Blaine Gabbert. And what's the other guy's name? We talked about Brian. It was Blaine Gabbert. And who was the other one? Oh, he was in Jacksonville.
No, Michael, that's just a free agent, sir.
Yeah. So if you look here below it, Josh Allen, right? Not the Josh Allen we know.
Right.
Right. But Josh Allen.
He's the second Josh. Yeah.
But look at some of these contracts. Like for Chris Jones, if someone wants to get him, it's $281 million.
Over how many years?
I don't know, but here's the thing that most people don't know that follow football. Okay, this is the crazy. It's 3 years. If someone is willing to let him go and don't want to pay that anymore, they just have to pay the difference. So let's say Fireman Rich says, "Okay, I'm going to give you $200 million," and the Chiefs will go, "Okay, we'll take the loss of $81 million." Here's the thing. Chris still gets that money either way.
Right.
Now, a lot of teams were staying away from Kirk Cousins because he is so spiritual. I don't know if you know this in the past.
I did not know that. Keep going.
A lot of teams were against. Another reason that Purdy isn't liked is everything is through God.
That's they did Tebow. So they did Tebow for it, but now they're going to let everybody else do it.
Yeah.
Oh, Purdy's a Christian?
Oh,
I didn't
huge.
That didn't come out throughout the season. That I'm surprised. I did not. Where compared to the quarterback for the Texans and some other ones, that it didn't really. That wasn't in the forefront for him.
He is so disciplined within the faith, and he is so disciplined. He's already saying to himself, "Okay, wherever God wants me next, I will go." He said, "If this doesn't work out, that means I'm not supposed to be here. This means that this was the beginning of my journey, and I'm already plotting out what I would do next." And more, because of people like Kirk Cousins, you know what helped him the most? Was that quarterback documentary they had on Netflix. People grew to love him because they saw his family life. His stock went up huge after that, and many teams found that he wasn't one-dimensional. Yes, he is a Christian, but he is also someone who can build teams and a very likable person.
He's a big-time manager on the gridiron and stuff like that, and that's been proven throughout the years. So that's one of his major assets that he has, that when he comes to play, and this being his first one, I think that's most quarterbacks don't have that attribute, being as young as he is. Is Russell Wilson on there? Because I heard some talk that he possibly may be heading to Atlanta.
Well, the next person they have here is T. Higgins.
Wide receiver, Bengals, yes.
Yeah, $66.3 million, 16.5 per year. That is chunky. And I honestly could see Cincinnati letting him go because of that. And and I know that almost every draft you can get a couple of half-decent. Why not, Tony? Tell us.
They were in the Super Bowl with that squad. I believe
Right.
T. Higgins was there. They had the potential to get back. Injuries have been their issue. I wouldn't get rid of anybody. I really wouldn't. Cincinnati, they may have to do something here and there, but I think they will be a little crazy to break up the team that they have right now. They could be there.
Now, who have I been talking about all year, guys? Like every broadcast, to the point of driving you
Mike
right out of here.
Evans.
And who else?
The Baker Mayfield.
Okay, Mike Evans is available.
Yes, he is. I remember that.
And guess who has been showing some interest?
Who?
Kansas City.
Yeah, we talked about that. I remember that.
And it's real this time. They've actually, because they're starting to realize that he's not a washout. But they don't want to pay. They don't like to pay more than $10 million.
Well, here's what's crazy. Kadarius Toney's not going to play today. I see this.
He's ruffled some feathers. He's ruffled some feathers.
Yeah, he's
Who's
ruffled
not
a feather.
playing? Who's not playing, Tony?
Kadarius Tony. He was the one that was dropping the ball. Him and Marquez Scantling, both of the wide
Is he
receivers.
the one that they placed on injured reserves, and he said he wasn't injured?
Might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the
What
one.
was
He
it?
was like,
I thought he's playing. He's on the plane.
oh,
He's not
they
playing.
put him on X. They said that he was fine, but they're just lying about his injury.
Because he's in Las Vegas. He was on the team plane.
Yeah, but he ain't playing the show. I saw it this morning. I'm actually watching.
Oh, okay. That's an update then. Okay.
A couple things I did want to cover. And Mike, I got where you were coming from, what you had with the contracts. Did you all see the Hall of Fame listing this morning?
It was crazy. That
The
was crazy.
NFL Hall of Fame. Somebody's going in this season. I can't believe it's been this long since he got a spot.
Yeah.
Steve McMichael.
Yeah. And why? What is that disturbing?
He should have been in there by now.
Yeah, he was part of the '85 Bears.
Exactly. He should have been in there by now. He's
with
just
with Ron Rivera and
the refrigerator and all of them.
Yeah,
It was Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Steve McMichael, Julius Peppers.
Yeah, that year of that team right there, Tony. I was at the NCO Academy up in Plattsburgh when it was still.
I was in junior.
And Andre Johnson.
Yes.
Well deserved.
That is surprising to me because he had great numbers, but he didn't get playoff Super Bowl. Normally, you're looking at playoff Super Bowl.
He had playoff stats, but not like he had playoff stats like in the wild card, and in the divisional, but nothing further. But
I'm with you, man.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the class because it's really good company.
It is a good company. It's a good class. This is a good class.
It's a really good class because think about it. You have, Jared Allen, well deserved, but Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne. Where did they all come from?
Indianapolis Colts. Dwight Freeney, Reggie Wayne. I'm thinking about. Sorry. Where did they come from?
Andre Johnson. They all came from the U
of Houston, yeah. University of Houston. Sorry.
No, Miami. The U.
Was it Miami? Oh,
Miami, dude. When they do this,
University of Miami. Okay.
Yeah, you be plugging Houston, folks. So I got to watch you. That'll be on me.
Yeah. So like Torrey Holt, well deserved.
Yes.
Fred Taylor is long overdue.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like people wrote Fred Taylor off, and then I think like his last year as a Jaguar, they're like, oh, the 30. What I think at the time it was like 36 or 37. He busted out a 98-yard touchdown run untouched, and then I'm just going, what were y'all saying? Is he old?
Here is a breakdown if you want to talk about.
I was going to let you finish the other one. We can do this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off that bad.
No, it's okay. But hey, listen, I like free flowing. I'm not against it. The only other one that was really interesting to me is Baker Mayfield wants 16.5 per year now after going from 4.
Who's going to pay him?
I'd be just as willing to pay him 16.5 than it would be Kirk Cousins, guys, for 35. And then I would be able to afford another secondary, quarterback. And they're still talking that most of the teams don't have a backup, at least not a good one. There's a shortage.
I want to say not a good one. You talked about the shortage of quarterbacks all season. You've been pretty accurate on that.
Yeah. So, Brian, if you were to say your top 5 quarterbacks, who are they and why? And Fireman Rich, if you could do the same, that'd be cool.
Top 5 quarterbacks. All right.
Right now?
Right now?
Right now. Oh, good question. Sorry, not of all time.
Okay, so right now, without a doubt, I would have to say Patrick Mahomes because a lot of times, he is a gunslinger. And plus, sometimes he'll do passes where he's like a no-look pass and they'll make it work. He's kind of like Romo with the Houdini getting out of tough jams. So, I mean, and then plus he does have a strong arm. So yeah, I mean, you cannot deny him that. And then I would also have to go with Lamar Jackson. I mean, dual threat. I mean, need I say more? And then I would have to go with, I mean, Trevor Lawrence. The guy's got grit.
Trevor Lawrence is all right. It just
He has grit, but I mean, but the thing about it is his work ethic speaks for itself.
yeah. And they're not
So
getting the results.
that stands out more to me than anything. I mean, the man works.
They don't have the results they want. That's all it is to it. But I agree with you.
Yeah, but I mean, but having a 9-0 start, that's very impressive, especially for that franchise. So you can see that they're on the come up. Don't take it that way. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert will explode next year now he's under John Harbaugh's tutelage, because think about it. John Harbaugh elevated Kaepernick.
Yeah.
And then also, too, John Harbaugh wants to keep Austin Eckler. So, I mean, right there, LA Chargers are going to be – don't sleep on them.
I'm not sleeping on the Chargers.
Don't sleep on them. And now, as far as like – and now with the rookies, I mean, there's so many honorable mentions. I mean, like you even got the quarterback for the Raiders. He's improving. He's improving. But now, if you want to go to the rookies, I mean, C.J. Stroud, come on.
He's not going nowhere. Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere. And then when he gets back from injury, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, we still got to see him develop next season.
Yeah, so I mean, but already before he took himself out, but he was already putting up impressive numbers.
Gotcha. Rich, who you got? Top five.
Then,
go ahead, Brian. Finish up.
Sorry.
And then Bryce Young, will he change? Will he get better now you have a new coaching?
I thought that was five already, Brian. My bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could go on and on, but
I know you can. That's why I was trying to stop you at five. Go ahead. Rich, who your top five?
Oh, well, of course, it's going to be Josh Allen. Josh Allen. He's right up at the top there. Lamar Jackson, he's another top one. You got to give him credit, as far as the play. Then Purdy, that kid, he's gone through a lot. And then Mahomes. And the fifth one, he's a youngster, but I'm going to have to put him in there, and that's Love from Green Bay. He impressed me there towards the end.
Listen, he's doing it.
An honorable mention to get his name out there is this Joe Flacco. They're all great as far as their own right and stuff like that, but those are the ones that, I agree with Brian on some of them. Lamar Jackson, that was a little, them losing that. I refelt the loss to Buffalo again, because I really thought, it was, but it's any given game, any team can win at this point in the playoffs.
I think I'm going to I'm going to give Deshaun Watson another chance next season.
Healthy. Good for you. Good for you.
Healthy with a decent team, I'm going to give him another chance next season.
You're not giving up on him.
I had Geno up there for this season, but that kind of faltered.
Geno would be like a one-hit wonder. We had a couple of those this season, I think. We had a couple of Geno games.
I don't even know what happened with them. They were supposed to be there. They were supposed to be up there. C.J. Stroud surprised me. I have to throw him up there. He surprised me. Justin Herbert, barring injury, deserves to be up there.
Yeah. It's going to be a very different year for that squad.
Yeah.
With that new coach.
It's a little crazy. I think.
So how many you got so far, buddy?
I got 4.
4.
And for the last one, I'm going to take Mahomes. I'm going to have to take Mahomes.
Okay.
He ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna add a few that are a little loony, and but let's keep it loony. My number one, of course, will be Patrick. He Mahomes. He deserves it.
Prove him.
I think a very skilled quarterback who had a really bad year, Joe Burrow,
Yes.
is worth a
Yeah.
look. I think Lamar Jackson needs to be seasoned. He's still young. He's still a young guy. And he, I think, folded a little bit. Jalen Hurts, if he isn't hurt,
I
I
forgot about
think,
Jalen Hurts. I give you that. I forgot about Jalen Hurts.
yeah, he'll do really well. And a guy that I think, honestly, is the second best quarterback in the league, Josh Allen. And I've thought that for a while.
None of us had Tua, and Tua's been doing good. I forgot about Jalen Hurts. I want to give you that.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah.
And we actually don't give Justin Fields enough credit. He's a good quarterback.
Should they keep him?
Yeah, unless he wants to leave.
I would say yeah, keep him because it's just you had bad coaching, and I mean, like if you put him with a very good quarterbacks coach or a very good offensive coordinator that can understand him, then you would have better results. I mean, that's why you have like the offensive coordinator from Baltimore, why he stuck around because how he understands Lamar Jackson and he knows how he works. So that's how he flows. Just like with you see the struggles a little bit without Eric Bieniemy there in Kansas City. Yeah. So if you have a really good offensive coordinator and a really good quarterbacks coach that can really work with the guys, you can see him like blow up. I mean, it's that academic.
What's crazy is we also don't give. Oh, he just slipped my mind. Oh, we don't give Dak Prescott any respect.
Thank you. You read my mind.
Yeah, he's
read my mind. So did Dak peak this year? Is that as good as it's going to get?
I think so.
Now
I would hope it get better.
I have a question that's not my question. I heard it yesterday. Okay, so I'm stealing this question. If the Dallas Cowboys had Patrick Mahomes,
no, two different dynamics. You can't.
This dude here.
I don't know. You know, it's like say, Brady did it going from without Gronk there going to Tampa Bay, but that's Brady. Could Mahomes do that? I don't know. The dynamics come into play with it.
Right.
Damn good question, Mike. Damn good question.
Here's the second one they threw out there, Fireman Rich. They said this team would win forever.
Who?
49ers. With, guess who? Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes? Oh.
If they had Patrick Mahomes, they would win.
I'm sure he could adapt, but I don't know. The what if there's a different dynamic. You can't.
No, I totally
the same dynamics and stuff like that.
Totally different coaching scheme.
Yeah, just so I don't know. I'd be a little leery. They'd probably have a good run, but would they be the fit that he was in Kansas City, like Josh Allen? You're always saying Josh Allen would be a better player at another team. I can't see that. I think right now he's exactly where he wants to be. He's expressed that a number of times as far as that goes, along with other players. Yeah. And the coach there, and you get that type of mix. It's just like Kansas City with Andy Reid. Andy Reid, He's a great coach. When he was back in Philly, I couldn't stand him, but it seemed the dynamics changed, and the ball was in his court as far as given the opportunity. If he wins, I don't know, will he retire?
Yeah, thank you. You read my mind. This is what they're saying.
Also, like the reason why, that how Mahomes has gotten really good and how he's very impressive is the fact that Andy Reid is a play guru. And the thing is, I read on a Sports Illustrated magazine a couple of years ago on I'll Note Success. He incorporates college plays. College plays, and that like all the little trick plays and all these other plays. I mean, that's what that, and I've said it before. I was like, Andy Reid is an evil genius.
Yes. Diane, thank you for being here. Thank you, Lucy. We haven't had much traction on Instagram because you don't see anybody. It's just kind of a mix. It looks like a puzzle, but you know what? We're trying. We're doing our best.
Wants me to go to portrait.
No, I'm just saying we should experiment sometime.
One time.
We should sometime do it.
Patrick Mahomes on 49ers would win forever. How about if he was on Dallas?
Oh, I think on almost any team, the team
Buffalo,
would be
really? Yeah.
I could see Buffalo. I could see Cincinnati. I could also see Baltimore right now. It would be sick.
But imagine Josh Allen on the 49ers.
That would work.
That would work.
That would work. I mean, it just sucks that with everything going on with Jimmy G, they figured like since he was under Brady, they figured he could be Brady-esque, but that was a bust.
Brian, you should have never said that.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes on the Raiders. Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it this way too.
But I think if Russell Wilson was to be traded from Denver and then they got Jimmy G, I think like Sean Payton can work with Jimmy G.
Oh, that's how it looks. I got you.
Yeah.
That's how it looks. I got you.
Yeah.
I just went to the 4 thing and stuff like that. So I see what you're saying, Michael, about the
Well, they get in the room and they're like, "What the hell's this?
Exactly.
What the hell is this? I'm seeing Fireman Rich's nostrils. What is this? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It is. And we could probably align it where we're all in the center, and then we could be like the Hollywood squares.
Scooch up.
Yeah. Who's going to be Charles Nelson Raleigh?
Oh, I'm definitely Charles.
Yes, you are.
He's crazy.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Okay, can I ask another question?
Give me 1 second. Let me see something.
Okay, you tell me when you're ready for a question.
Was it rigged against Detroit to lose? Yes.
Why are you putting that out there, man? What are you doing? Why do you say things like that?
It's true.
Stating the obvious.
Why is it obvious?
As you can tell from Tony's attire, he's still mourning the Detroit loss. Look at it. He's still wearing the colors.
There we go.
Detroit colors. This is my Nike shirt. Everybody calls my referee shirt. This is
Your referee.
because I don't like either team that much. I'm actually just watching the game straight up. Seriously, my favorite team isn't in this game, so I'm just kicking it.
What's your favorite team, guys? Everybody in the room. What's your favorite team? Let's do that.
What if we told you all season?
No,
really.
But we have new
viewers.
people. We have new viewers all the time. I've been talking to people.
He is great at real shit.
I've been talking to people all over Europe, trying to get them to be guests.
Gotcha.
I think they think I'm a troll, but that's okay.
You can't be a troll if you come on camera, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
in the chat. I'm in the chat when I'm talking to them. Okay, I'm not to the point where we're dating.
I will tell everybody I was born in Queens, New York, so I'm a Jets fan by birth. I also like.
So for those out there that felt disrespected just for a moment, we are sorry. I think his back is not feeling the best.
It's
today.
only Mike that feels disrespected, just so you. He was doing this earlier, and I understand. This is what happens when you get old. You get a little rickety, and you get a little grumpy, but that's okay. And you're also a little narcissistic. I want what I want now. You will take care of this. I am older than you. No, go ahead.
that was beautiful. That was beautiful. This is the colors I think you look like, buddy. Right here.
You got more screenshots than Brian has clips. You know that?
There you go. I'm trying to enhance your life. That's the shirt he's wearing.
I have no. This is not the shirt I'm wearing. I have a Panthers.
No, but that's what I assume when I see it.
No, I got a Panthers jersey.
The colors, yeah.
Some different shades.
So how is Bryce Young going to do this year?
We don't know.
Oh, I think he's going to do way better.
We don't know.
Yeah,
he's got the right coach.
Be right back. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because now he has a lot to prove because he doesn't want to show that he was a bust.
Well, he wasn't a bust.
But it was just the coaching and then just the team never gelled. I mean, like
I don't think CJ Stroud would have done well there. Seriously.
No, what do you think of what I said earlier about Russell Wilson possibly going to Atlanta Falcons?
I think he needs to go where he'll be most respected.
I think that's why he's going to Atlanta Falcons. That's the take I got, where he's not going to stay in. I don't think the coach quarterback relationship is shot after he was benched.
Who's that?
Russell Wilson going to Atlanta. I think that's been in the news here this last week. And
Yeah.
You thought the Taylor Swift Kelsey story was an issue? Russell Wilson going to that? Oh boy!
Well, you think
Ooh.
you don't
Exactly,
think he could be,
Brian. Exactly.
Yeah,
You don't
and
think
then they're big on the hip hop scene there, so Sierra would be rocking out.
Rich, there's a few things about Sierra's from down there. Sierra used to date one of the guys that's a rapper in Atlanta. Now she's married to Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay.
And Russell and her are taking care of his child.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Storyline for your ass.
Yeah. But also, just so you know, Vegas, the city of Vegas, is going to be making $500 million from the Super Bowl today.
Which is chump change.
An average, if you want to get a ticket today, it's going to cost you probably $10,000 plus.
Well, they said for like the upper deck seats are about 8,000. I'm like,
Yeah,
who's got
they're
8,000 just to go?
Yeah. They just.
So I have a question for you.
Yep.
If you wanted a private box,
Cost.
what do you think the cost is? This blew my mind.
It's probably $1 million, if not more.
I think I saw 2 million somewhere.
2.5 million.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw
was
that.
it? Yeah,
I
that
saw
doesn't.
that. I did read that.
2.5 million.
$10,000 seats.
Oh my God! I maybe if you bought the rights to it for life, that might make some sense.
Well, for the record, private boxes have always been expensive.
But I mean, if I was to be in Vegas right now,
Mhm.
I mean, I'd probably I even though it'd be ridiculous to spend all that money to go to the game, but I would be gladly sit at the pool at the Circa and watch the game.
That video you showed,
Yeah.
I meant to ask you about
Have
that.
a club sandwich, sweet potato fries, and an old fashioned, and just
There you
kick
go.
back and
Yep.
watch it on an IMAX. Like
I'm
you cannot get any better than
You
that.
can't get any better than that. Exactly.
I
Yeah.
will be drinking Long Island's and my ties.
I'll be drinking old
Now,
fashioned.
if it's on somebody else's dime, it was somebody else's dime, a $2 million, $2.5 million suite
up,
there.
Joe?
And if they invited me as a guest, hey, I'm there in a minute.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I would make it work. But if I was to be in Vegas for the Super Bowl and all that, I'm like, I'll be at the hotel. I'll be at the Circa. I would not stay at any other hotel but the Circa because that screen right there.
Well,
watch it from
that
the pool,
way, Brian, when you're watching it on TV, you're getting the experience that the people that pay the $10,000 ticket, you're watching all the Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah. So
If you haven't already watched them, they're on YouTube already. It's one of the first years
I
they've
would
done
want to
that.
stay as close to the stadium as possible.
Yeah.
I would. I think the Circle's on the other side of the strip, Brian.
it's on the downtown Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah,
Old Vegas.
I would be trying to stay as close as possible, or at least be
The
in one of
traffic
the damn
will
high-rise
be-
hotels.
I know the traffic will be like, not just not on the streets. I'm talking about the sidewalks, the walkways.
No, he's
I mean,
right. He's right.
It's gonna be
That's my point.
ridiculous.
What's as far as that general location, Brian and Tony? What's do the prices of the rooms go up during Super Bowl?
Oh man,
Yes.
they went up when the
Oh,
Super Bowl
absolutely.
was out. When the last game was done, the conference championship game was done. I was already looking at the prices just to see what it would cost. The damn Motel 6 was about $500.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you know what individuals do every year? As soon as they get there, they book a room for the Super Bowl wherever they is. They start to figure out wherever it may be.
Yes.
They go and try to get the best deal the day of the Super Bowl.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Sometimes they get up to 10 rooms because they know
Yes,
they can repurpose those rooms later.
It's an
Yes.
investment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
also
can we
too,
talk
like,
about the coaches for a second? Is
Sure.
that okay?
You had 2 questions an hour ago. Hurry up.
No, well, this is one of them about the coaching, and that's why I brought it up.
That's what we're going to second 1 hour later. Hurry up.
Well, we're going with the flow, and I don't want to hurry anyone.
I'm messing
This
with
is-
you, Mike. Go ahead.
This isn't my broadcast, even though you were disrespectful to the people on the other side of the ocean. That's okay, because you assume they know everything. Right now, this is an exercise he does to alleviate the pressure in his shoulder.
Second question, Mike. Go ahead.
Okay, so Jim Harbaugh, the Chargers. What's going to happen there?
Oh, they're gonna elevate big time.
Why?
He's a winning coach. I mean,
Mhm.
look at Michigan. Need I say more? When he was with the 49ers, he brought the 49ers to the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Prior to that, too.
And then on top of that, everybody elevated. He is that competitive. He is that aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
So no,
is he too old?
No.
Brian at 60? Is he
No.
too old?
At 60? No, the other
He's
guy
60.
was what, 70?
I mean, Belichick is 71, soon to be 72.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
and
he
then
was-
Pete Carroll is like 69, 70. So yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just like 60 years old. Nah, Harbaugh's good.
We
I give
live
him
in
like
a world,
another-
though, where everything is shiny and new. And
But the thing is, with Harbaugh, he is a winning coach. There's no denying it.
yeah. So Mike McDonald is 36 years old. He is half the age of Pete Carroll, that the person that he replaced. He's
Who?
72. Pete Carroll, one of the most vibrant senior citizens I've ever seen.
I agree,
He
100%.
is now replaced by Mike McDonald, who is half his age.
Which is to be expected. The coach for the Rams. He's a young guy too. He was 35 when he took over. Even the coach for the Dolphins right now, he's like mid-30s.
Yeah, they're going with young coaches, and my man with the Rams, I think we might need to watch them next season.
Yeah, the Rams, but here's the thing: if you got a young coach, he can adapt more of the player mindset because, with all due respect to Belichick and Pete Carroll, they're still kind of old school minded, which is still good.
Mm-hmm.
You still could teach them fundamental stuff. However, with a younger coach, you want a player's coach.
They got GM status, the GM status, if you want to go there. And I understand what you're saying with the age difference. They've been in the game. You want them around, put them up top in the office, even though they might want to be on the field. They might be able in the office to make some of the calls.
But yeah, you want the younger guys to adapt. If you have younger guys, if you have a majority of your squad younger guys with a few veterans, you want a younger coach so that way it's all relatable and they can gel together. Hence why you saw the turnaround of the Texans.
Right. Yes, I agree.
Hence why you saw the turnaround of the Rams when what's his name took over. How you saw the turnaround in the Dolphins.
That's fair. Go with
We will follow you back, sir. So the person that actually got me interested in Dave Canals is right here with us, Fireman Rich, because he had talked about how much he had helped certain quarterbacks in the past, and
coming up there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He is going to do a world of good for Bryce Young. He helped Geno Smith. He helped Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know who the other person he helped is, Fireman Rich? Back in the day, you talked about this. You're not on, sir.
Your mic is muted. Rich,
go ahead, Michael. I'm listening. I just got sidetracked here. I got something about coaches here.
Yeah. So Dave Canals is the individual that you talked about, and I started looking into him. I had no idea that Geno Smith, part of the reason he did so well was him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I didn't know that Baker Mayfield had been linked with him, and that's the sole purpose the Panthers took him to help Bryce Young, because they feel like they need someone who's going to keep. And you know what he's saying? I don't need you to carry the team. I need you to be good, like for 3 plays a game. That's what I need. If everybody does their job and everybody's accountable, I'm going to need you to step up 3 times a game.
Well, that's what you need. You need those extra. You got the head coach, but it's those other coaches that mold the players and stuff like that. Like the Bills, they just hired Matt Edwards as an assistant defensive coach for Sean
McVay.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. And also former UNC. Just seeing this now, former UNC football star Rodney Curry named quarterback coach. So that should help Josh Allen immensely. But here's the big ticket item I just came across. Did you guys know that possibly ex-Bills coach Rex Ryan interviewed with the Cowboys, not for the coach, but he could be back in the NFL for the first time since he was Buffalo Bills, or at least there as a possibility.
He's a commentator, isn't he now?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's on.
he's
ESPN. I didn't realize.
I like him. He's smart. Smart
He's been on
guy.
ESPN since he left the Bills, and prior to that, he coached the Jets. So that would be interesting for the Cowboys. Maybe that's that. Michael, you already said during the course of the season, you just need that one little piece. Maybe that's what the Cowboys
Tony,
need.
are we all putting our arm up? Is this for your shoulder, or what are we doing here?
Change the
Brian,
channel.
you don't have your arm up. What's
Stick to the
going on?
topic.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, I think it's a they're really grasping for straws if you got to get Rex Ryan. I mean, but the thing about it is, I don't think like Rex Ryan is old school. He's like who I looked up to when I played football. If I wanted, for like a defensive coach. But the thing is, with the guys nowadays, you need somebody who is relatable, and Rex Ryan is not relatable.
Rex Ryan almost got the Jets to the Super Bowl. I tend to disagree.
Well, I mean, like I said, he's kind of old school, but with that, the only maybe probably Micah Parsons might adapt to him because he understands like what if you want the defense to be great, you got to be but I mean, I'm just saying, it's just like it's a strong ask.
I don't think he'll work under Jerry Jones. They can't. His name actually came up a couple of weeks ago, and they don't think him and Jerry Jones will get along.
No, they won't. It's conflict of interest all around because Jerry Jones wants a yes man. He wants a beta male. And if Jerry Jones would just shut up and just sit in the box and do nothing and just does what an owner does, just watch the game, support your team, not call the shots. Because
cool. According to the
Jones,
Cowboys Wire, Dallas has interviewed Buffalo's former head coach for the vacancy of defensive coordinator position because the defensive coordinator went to be the head coach for Washington. So that's the position. He's been interviewed. Now, whether he gets it or not,
I think he will, guys. I think he will get the position.
He's been out for about a decade. I think it's and for the Cowboys, they don't have a reason to get rid of Mike McCarthy.
No. Secondary.
He's a solid coach. He's a solid coach.
Yeah. So I don't know this individual very well, Raheem Morris, and he's the coach now.
Atlanta Falcons, yes.
Yeah. Do you guys know any backstory on him at all? I really don't. I only heard good things about him.
Okay.
He was once a player, yeah.
He was okay. They're excited about him being there.
Yeah, he was he was running back for the Steelers at one time, right?
Okay.
You're thinking Bam Morris.
Let me look him up.
I think. And I still may be wrong on that. I'm not damn sure.
So Antonio Pierce, everybody fought for him to stay.
Congratulations to him.
That is a really tough organization to be in. I love that building, guys. Oh my God, that building's insane.
That's a good fit. That's a good.
You think it's a good fit?
Enthusiastic storyline for the NFL right now. The players want him there. He's in a new city. He's making it look good.
Okay.
I would have told them to run with it. I really would have told them this is a good idea, and it's going to be a good experiment, trial run. It'll be his rookie coaching game. I think it'll work.
Okay.
I do. I gotta run.
Me too.
So let me run this clip that Cam was saying about Purdy.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Short version of it, but Brian got the whole damn thing as normal.
Good for you, buddy.
Oh goodness, y'all check this out for a second. This might be it for me. Let me see what we got. I wanted to find a short one. I couldn't find it, so we're gonna run what we got.
The second one I think is a shorter clip.
No, they're the same time frame. I did look at that already. Appreciate it though.
Right.
Let's run this real fast.
VP All-Pro Cam Newton, I've been doing the show for a long time. You finally come on. It is so good to have you, sir.
It's good to see you, bro.
Welcome to Vegas.
Yes.
The fresh hat, we're into it. All right, let's dive into this because you're making a lot of noise with this Purdy game manager take. Do you trust him on a game-winning drive in the Super Bowl?
I trust his resources.
Good answer.
I trust Debo. I trust George Kittle. I trust Christian McCaffrey. Brandon Ayuk. I trust those guys. And as he has those at his disposal, so yes. So it's that. I think it's no hate. It's no, you can't corner that narrative of, he's bitter, he sounds this, he's out. It's not that. It's when I think about the 49ers, it's a loaded team. And did he ask for that? No. But he's been playing lights out football, something that a lot of people have took notice to, and he's in this position because he has been playing great ball. So yeah.
Well, I'm going to take this conversation and I'm going to hand it over to Shannon and Doggy. But I want to say this on national television. As a show, me personally, I owe you an apology. We owe you an apology, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because whether we agree or disagree with your synopsis, your dissection of Brock Purdy and whether he's a game manager as opposed to a game changer or anything like that, what it deteriorated into was people questioning whether you had the right to say it.
Yes, sir.
That was never the intent. You former #1 overall pick, former league MVP, who took a team to a Super Bowl appearance with less at the quarterback position. So to me, it's not a matter, Shannon, of agreeing or disagreeing. Correct. You have the right to have the opinion that you had. So I want to say on national television, I'm gonna take onus for that. Even though I wasn't calling you out like that. Damn it, we were talking about it on the show. So you deserve an apology for that. That's all I wanted to say about that before I hand it over to y'all.
The greatest quarterback in our game was a game manager.
Elite.
I want to pause it right there. The part I wanted to see already came up when he broke down that he trusted everybody around Brock Purdy, not necessarily Brock Purdy. That was specifically what I was looking for. So, Brian, I do appreciate that. Number one. Number two.
Good interview.
I'm glad Stephen A. and Cam finally talked.
Oh, it was ugly.
Even they said something about him a few years ago. I didn't think they were ever going to fall. So this is actually a good thing.
Oh, yeah, that's huge right there, Tony. You're right.
Huge. He's right on what he said, Brock Purdy. He trusts his team. Everybody trusts the team. When Colin Kaepernick was there, he had a squad, but he was the man. He was the main man behind the quarterback. And then, behind as quarterback. Then afterwards, he went to crap. I don't know if it was the team. I don't know if it was the coaching. I don't know if it was attitude, whatever. But they got a squad. San Francisco has always had the team concept. It was always a run and shoot offense. But they always had a team concept that was strong. And I've been saying this. I said this about San Francisco when they went last time. The team was complete, offense and defense. Nobody was going to stop them. They have always designed themselves like that. We've talked about Brock Purdy. I know I've emphasized Christian McCaffrey being like, he wasn't even a missing piece. He was just a bonus. And he really has been. Elijah Mitchell's still out there. Brandon Ayuk, that dude right there. Let me tell you, if you only paying attention to Brandon Ayuk, you slipping. Fantasy football, regular football, any type of football aspect whatsoever. The 49ers are legit. Cam doesn't get enough respect. When I get to that part when Stephen A. just apologized to him and saying he deserved to say this, he deserved to say that, people tend to forget his very first game after being the #1 draft pick. He broke 5 NFL records. 5.
Look at the size of him, though, Tony. In comparison, even in comparison to Shannon Sharp, who is a big man.
Cam was always a big dude. Cam was about 6'2", 240. He's about my size.
I don't know what he weighs now, but he is big.
Well, he's kind of lean now, and he's making money outside of football. That's why Cam don't care no more. And it was kind of crazy. I thought he was going to go back to Carolina, at least bring him back to some type of respect, but that got shot to crap. He went to New England, didn't do enough. But Cam has already done what he needed. Cam's going to go in the Hall of Fame. I'm saying this on all the shows right now.
Even with all the craziness he's been doing?
After his rookie season alone, he was
gone. Yeah, you've always loved him.
Yeah. You know why? You know why, Mike? I didn't think he was going to do what he did. He blew my mind. I thought he was going to be good with Carolina, but that very first game, he broke 5 records. 5.
Anthony Richardson said that Cam was his biggest influence.
Cam, I'm going to say it again. He broke 5 NFL records the very first game. I think he broke 3 more during the season. Yeah. Then he made it to the Super Bowl. Win or lose, he made it to the Super Bowl. He stayed in the playoffs. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
But, Tony, here's the thing. People should never underestimate people and put limitations on them.
Underestimation. Before he got
right? Especially you, Tony.
Well, before he got to Carolina, They had the first couple of seasons, and then they went in the dumps. They went to the Super Bowl, lost bad. I watched the game. I know the score was close to a lot of people, but they lost bad. When he got there, he changed that whole franchise. He will be a Hall of Fame Carolina Panther. He will be an NFL Hall of Famer. He's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league ever.
Yeah, he put his body at jeopardy all the time, though.
And to do all this, to not have a ring, he got very cocky, which is the only criticism I have against him. He was extremely cocky. And I had to say to myself, dude, you need to calm down till he wins the playoff games. The number one with the Seattle Seahawks. And then there was New Orleans. Everybody else he pretty much had while he was there.
But here's an example of you've got to peak at the right time.
He peaked. 2016 was his year. He got the Super Bowl and they schooled him. Oh my God, they schooled him.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? Like this year, how many times did we think that the 49ers were unblemished? Nobody was going to beat them. Even with the Eagles, we thought for sure. I thought it was going to be a repeat. I thought we were going to see the exact same.
I thought we was going to see Philadelphia.
And then it just
was number 2 team. Yes.
Talk about something that imploded. I was hoping that Joe Flacco would take it all, but that didn't happen.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I didn't mean to go on a rant. I apologize. But
you're a ranter.
No, you're good, Tony. No, that's good. It's all good.
I do appreciate this because he said I wanted. That's the
point. Yeah, this is.
He was like, I trust Brandon Ayuk. I trust Christian McCaffrey. I trust everybody around him. We just don't know about him, but it was about his system. I 100% agree with that. So, Brian, appreciate
it. Is that the first link in the chat there, Brian?
That was the first link. The second link.
Okay, yeah,
the second link is like Kurt Warner praising Brock Purdy, talking about his skill set. But back to the offensive and the system. If you look at the Houston Texans for 2008 to 2012, like everybody was very high on the offense because Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. 2012 had Matt Schaub not been injured, Texas would have gone all the way.
Was there. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Aaron Foster would never got the recognition that he had. Andre Johnson, Kevin Walter. I mean, Owen Daniels, the tight end.
Owen Daniels. I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at 2008 to 2012, was like the best that Houston has ever become.
Arian Foster.
He was a running back.
Was it before the 2012 season when they went? I thought it was 2009, 2010 when it was there.
Well, no, they only got to like the divisional. That was about it.
Gotcha.
That was when St. Roosevelt was the backup quarterback and took over. But other than that, but it was when you had Kevin Walter, Andre Johnson, you had you had Arian Foster, Vontae Leach blocking. Arian Foster would not have the stats that he has without Vontae Leach. And plus, they were all about zone blocking, zone schemes, everything.
You had Jadavian down there back then too, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, afterwards.
Afterwards? I thought he was there during that time. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but at that time period, well, everybody was praising the offense of the Texans because they're like, man, they have everything. They got the package. They have good coach. They have good offense, and that's mainly what they kept saying because they kept saying when you thought of the Texans, first thing out of their mouths was high-powered offense.
At first.
Thank you, B Rad, for being here. Thank you, Hello Divorce. That's not made up. Thank you. Thank you for being here on Instagram. We appreciate you, even though you don't understand. If you can, Fireman Rich, if you can tilt your head to this way, they can see you better. Okay, there you go.
On Instagram. Hi.
I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta go take him to get some breakfast.
All right. Much love. Are we going to do gratitude?
But
no. Okay.
But no, but like Raheem Morris, like I stand corrected. He has coached a good while, and already like Bijan Robinson is ready to run through a wall for
Atlanta. I think they need a coach. They need somebody to change the play. They got a team. They need a quarterback. I dare say they need to stop changing the defense because that's what causing.
I think quarterback wise, because you have Taylor Heineke over there, so I think with grooming them right.
They give Desmond Ridder hell, so right now it's going to be both of their times. Bijan Robinson and
so
that name of running back.
This will be the absolute
Tyler Algier. That's the other one.
Tyler Algier, but this is also a good opportunity for Taylor Heineke to step up, because why? He's in the first team that his idol was drafted to.
Mike, you got Baker Mayfield. This dude has Tyler Heineke.
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke.
Brett 5 2.0.
All right, I'm
It's
good.
okay. We all have beliefs, right?
We do. I'm going to work on trying to be here tonight for the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Like late?
I'm
Are
not.
we going to do a pregame?
Is that going to be sponsored by Crown Royal, do you think, tonight?
We're still looking for sponsors.
Are you still doing product endorsement and maybe samplings?
I've never done that. But
You've never drank that? You've never drank Crown on any
You said product
broadcast?
endorsement. We didn't specify which product. I'm not allowing you to set me up.
You've never done that on half?
What we gonna do?
And looking at that ESPN clip, I'm like, oh, they're at the Hotel Paris.
Oh, there you go. You're
So I'm sitting there like, I'm like, that looks like the Bellagio.
It's so
and then
funny you
follow
say
it
that
up.
because I was watching a broadcast and they were in Mandalay Bay in the area where they have all the TVs where you can gamble in that room. And I was like,
Yeah.
I spent time in there.
They call it
That's
sports
the
book.
MGM bets. Yeah,
That's the sports book.
I am telling you, if I'm
y'all
going
look
back
for
to
us tonight.
Vegas,
Brian, what's your Snapchat? Damn it.
oh, Thailander F-150.
We
Appreciate
lost
it.
him. We
Mike.
lost him there.
Michael Bathurst, y'all look for him.
Yes, sir.
Fireman Rich, Morning Coffee on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Like I said,
Yes.
everybody, all of y'all, the people in the chat, Mike's people on Instagram that put it out there. Appreciate that, Rich.
Sorry, Instagram. We're going to fix this. I promise.
Leggy lady. Lower game, yeah. I appreciate Lower game coming through. Tina was here. Debbie with your crazy ass. You was here. I'm on your ass. Hojaku, appreciate you coming through. Killer 7750, appreciate it. All of y'all. I should be on tonight. It's gonna be the Super Bowl.
Yes.
We already know most of the fellas, definitely sports fans, are gonna be glued to the screen. If you don't have your drinks, you probably won't get any. You probably have to drink something you don't want to drink because they bought it up already. Y'all
Beer's icing right now.
There you go.
I'm going to the local water hole, which
For the
is
love of
literally
God, I want
10 minutes away.
to go get something to eat before y'all drink tonight. Damn it, we're gonna be responsible knuckleheads tonight.
Everybody grab something, get close.
Ain't nobody making enough on the podcast and be paying for your DUI.
This is for your nostrils? Okay, I just thought I'd share. Product placement here.
I'm going to drop down, take care of the breakfast. Thank y'all, gentlemen, again. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Case Fans Football League Season 2, Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl 58. Appreciate y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later, all right?